Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So today I have two new models from Kansept knives. As you can see here, it's the Echis and the Havorn. Two great designs by Jonathan from Djinn Designs. I love his designs. I think he makes awesome knives. And if you guys haven't seen his custom work, I will leave a link to his Instagram in the description below. Because, like I said, he makes some really cool stuff. And just a really great guy all around. Very knowledgeable, really funny guy every time we've talked at the blade shows. But these are prototypes, or these have been prototypes at shows earlier this year. And obviously these are the production run. So I'm really curious to see if anything changed, which I highly doubt it because I think the prototypes were perfect. But here's the Havorn. Awesome design. And then here is the Echis. I just really love that milling. But let's check out the Havorn first. Again, I love the milling on here. I love the inlay with that rose carbon fiber material. I think it looks really good. And then the milling on the pocket clip, obviously matching the show side scale. And I love that they hid the hardware underneath the scale. Here, let's flip it open real quick. You guys can see it screws down from underneath. Again, just making it a lot more clean. But overall, really love this design. Very clean, very Shirogorov-esque. But let me give you guys a close look at this. This is the show side, again with that rose carbon fiber inlay. Here is the pocket clip side. Really nicely done. It is a bead blasted finish. You do have two forms of deployment. You have the flipper tab and then the front flipper tab, which the flipper tab works excellent. This is riding on bearings, so it does fly out no problem. And then the front flipper tab, I like how high up it is, and the jimping is done very well on this model. So, I mean, this thing just launches out either way. Again, just really good detent, very snappy. The blade is S35VN, so again, a really good steel. Love that stone wash from Kansept. I always think they do a really great job. And very minimal on the billboarding, but there is Jonathan's logo, Djinn Designs. I do like the swedge up here, just gives the blade a little more character, and just very sharp and clean looking. I also like that they blacked out the hardware to match the black inlay, and they gave you a very large sharpening choil, so you get quite a bit of life sharpening this blade. Again, very nice jimping on both ends. Ergos on this knife are really good. I love this thing in hand. No complaints, no hot spots. Pocket clip is perfect. A reverse grip is just as comfortable. So, again, no complaints in the ergos department. Love that action. Super snappy. Let me see if I can reverse flick it with some wrist. No, but doesn't matter. You do have that front flipper tab and that flipper tab. Now this is a frame lock, as you can see there, with the steel insert. Full titanium construction, other than the inlay. And I believe they did mill on the inside. Yeah, so heavily milled on the inside, so very light. And I do have my scale here. Let's give it a weigh. So we're looking at 4.51 ounces. So not crazy heavy and not crazy light, but again, it feels very light for its size. And again, really love this design, and I can't wait to customize this thing. I really like black and purple together, so I might anodize this purple and give it a very aggressive stone wash just because I like that finish a lot. But there is the Havorn, and I'll leave a link down below where you guys can pick these models up. And if I can find these on White Mountain Knives, so that you guys can get 10% off at White Mountain Knives. But here is the Echis. Again, love that milling texture. A lot of people have compared it to kind of a coral reef or a brain It's just really unique, and I really, really like it. I think it's done very well. You do have a bead blasted finish on the bevels, and then a satin finish on the flat section of the scales, which definitely gives it an interesting look, and it's something you don't see often. So I think that's really great about the Echis. You have a flipper tab and a front flipper tab here, but with this model you do get a hole, so you can reverse flick and use your thumb to launch that blade out. And also the hardware is hidden on this model as well. Again, keeping it very clean and sleek. And same as the Havorn, the action on this is really, really good. The blade fires out. Blade is riding on bearings, so very, very smooth. Reverse flick, thumb flick, all work great. Front flipper tab, it's almost at the top, so you can launch it out with your finger. It's very fidgety, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Really, really executed it well. You do have S35 yen for the steel. Nice swedge here at the front. And a lot of belly, so you're getting a lot of cutting edge on this model, which I love. I love a good belly on a knife. Again, the billboarding is very minimal. Love that stone wash. And again, that texture is it's just so unique. And another feature I really liked, and they did it on the prototype as well, the milling on the pocket clip matches the scale design. You can see it lines up perfectly. Starting with this circled area, you can see all the lines match up with everything else, which I'm going to say that's not easy to do, but Kansept knocked it out. Ergos on this thing, excellent, just as good as the Havorn. You can choke up where that sharpening choil is. Your thumb falls on that ramp. Again, the jimping is done very well, so it grips it nicely on the skin of your thumb. And then with the reverse grip, just as comfortable. No hot spots. Pocket clip is done very well. It does not poke you anywhere. So again, super comfortable. And this knife for its size is very light. So you can see very heavily milled on the underside. So let's check out the weight on this thing. Curious to see how much this thing weighs. So we're looking at 4.20 ounces, so again, very light for its size. Both of these knives are, which I think Kansept did a really, really good job. I like that they continued that really nice jimping onto the back spacer, which is titanium as well. Again, the construction of this knife is titanium with a steel insert, but really like that back spacer, matching the color of the pocket clip. And I just noticed that the pocket clip is a little bit darker than these scales, with the same finish though. Not terrible. I think it looks good. It complements the hardware, but you get a nice contrast. And I don't know what I'll be doing to this one. I'll definitely be anodizing the titanium. I don't know what color yet, but let me know down below what you guys think I should do with this thing, or what color I should go with the anodizing. Maybe I'll add some texture on the spine. But great design, super smooth, and I cannot wait to customize both of these knives. But there are the two new models from Kansept. Again, I think Jonathan knocked it out from Djinn Designs. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And as always, you guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next one.